The Adventures on Sodor, episode 68, Thomas's Past. Later in the day, Thomas is showing Annie and Clarabelle into the yards. And he had shown them into the yards and went to see what all his friends were doing. He had found a job for until midnight where Warren and Henry had to go take their trains. Everyone was just sitting there looking at Thomas. Why is everyone looking at me? Thomas, so the Indians have been wondering about your past, said James. Like, before I came to Sodor in my early years on Sodor? Yeah. Well, can I turn around to tell you guys this story? Yeah. Let's go over to this T-switch. Sorry, I can move you. Well, it all began in 1914. I had just been built as the experimental unit for the use of extended side tanks. As you can see, I have, like Timothy, my brother, that got back to life. Well, I was built during World War I. That's so you know. And, well, after I was built and tested, they, you know how I have the flat, the flat in the back of my running board, but the final design got a curved one, so the C2s had a little more coal. And I have a splasher, and like all the other E2s. And on my inset with the breakfast, I got a flat running board in the front. Yeah, okay, sure. Well, during World War I, after my testing was complete, they didn't give me a number at all. But I would have been number 105 technically in the ranking of the E2s. Because 100 out of 104 was Billin. And number 100 was Timothy also, if you didn't know. So I would have been 105. But they put my experimental type to the back shelf, as you can say. So another E2 with some modifications that I didn't have was 105 and 106, etc. Yeah, so yeah. And whenever the Fat Controller found me on his railway in 1916, he read up about me, and it said that I went missing during the war. And that is the truth. Because I ran away to here because I knew not much military stuff was happening here. I heard some working tell me about this place on Sodor. So I came for it. Without anyone knowing besides my crew. They didn't want to be under the stress of that World War II. So they took me here, and they didn't want to leave as they got married a little after I arrived. You remember that, James? Yes, I do. So yeah, that was my history, and yeah. But the people of the LBFC thought I got blown up. But I wasn't. I came to Sodor. But that is my story. Huh. I only knew part of the story. I didn't know any of it. Who all knew part of my story? Well, you told me and Percy a little one night. Yeah, I remember I told you part of it, but that's the whole story. Probably Edward and Henry know, too. I only told Edward. I don't remember telling Henry at all. And the Fat Controller obviously knows. Yeah. Well, thank you for telling us the full origin story of your life, Thomas. Yeah, no problem, Percy. Meanwhile, this is quite interesting information. Says Ruffy. Seems like I may have to tell the boss at some point. Also, in that part of Knapford, Diesel had been listening to the whole thing. No one had noticed him, except for a couple of trucks. But they didn't say a word, because they were on his side. This is quite interesting indeed. And he had felt coupling behind him, and he got pulled away. What are you thinking, Diesel? I was getting some information. What do you mean, information? I know about Thomas's past now. How could that help us? Well, it seems like he doesn't want the LBSC region to know. And that part of British Railways. Yes, but they would still want their engine back, right? I guess they would. Brilliant idea, Diesel. I'll go to the southern region of British Railways. Go tell them. No, never now. Why? Maybe we go tonight, because so the engines still work. Yeah, that's very true. Should we just give it a spy on them for now? I will. They won't know it's a little shunter like me. True. I'll just stay back here. So, you got plan 10? I do. And Diesel knows it too. What is that? We'll go report we found that missing E2 that apparently went missing in the 1910s. And they'll want him back. Then he'll be out of our hair, but we don't have hair. So I'm trying to think of something. Out of our buffers? Yes, that'll work. Out of our buffers. Oh, I see. Then, I heard puffing. I hear a steam engine. Hide inside Knapford Diesel 10. Alright. Oof. What are you doing here, Rickety? I was left here. I thought I heard someone talking back here. Well, I'm just talking to myself. Alright, well, come with me, Rickety. You lead me on the good train for tonight. Yeah, I found a truck talking to himself. Who was it? Rickety. Who cares? Yeah, you're right. I'll just put him back here for now. Leah started to look over towards Knapford, but Diesel had to rush back. Lincoln bumped into Diesel's hand. Ow. Be careful, Diesel. No, sorry, sir. What happened, Rickety? Oh, she was gonna pull me when she asked me some questions, but I avoided the answers. Good. Well, let's see what we'll do for the next war. Should we get Scruffy? Yes. Diesel, can you go get Scruffy? The engines are starting to fall asleep, so just quietly shut them out of the way. Alright, sir. Onion oil Granatford. All the engines I could see what Diesel was doing were asleep. So he slowly shunted some of the tank engines. That's them out of the way for now. Scorpio's still awake. Is it time to go with the plans? Yes. So did you hear what Thomas was talking about? Yes, I did. Alright, good. Just because I don't think I heard everything. Well, I heard every single bit. Good. Now I was gonna shunt these 3 tank engines back to where they were. Alright, let's go. Good luck, Steamies. You'll need it. Diesel then took Scrappy to the old tent to discuss their plans, and the engines were no the wiser.